The College Bowl season gets underway today, the first of about 145 games we've got going over the next 4 weeks. Okay, it only seems like 145 games, but we've got 3 of them going today. We've got the New Mexico Bowl, the Humanitarian Bowl, and the New Orleans Bowl, and I'll bet you my bottom dollar that you can't name 5 of the 6 teams that are playing today unless I tell you first. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Saturday video report. As you know, I'm on a 26-12 run with my football freebies, college and pro combined, over the past 6.5 weeks. In fact, over the past 5 Saturdays, I've won 12 out of 13 college football free selections, and I'm going to break down these games for you in just a moment. And remember, throughout this College Bowl season, every day here on the video report, I'm going to take a look at all your College Bowl games. So this is the place to come. You know that as well. And another thing you know, if you're a regular follower of these videos, this is the only place you get the money-saving discount coupons, and I've got another one for you today. The coupon code is HOLIDAY25, HOLIDAY25. That's holiday and 25, the number 25, all put together, no space between them. You enter that when prompted in your shopping cart, and you'll save $25 off any single purchase you make. Now listen, you don't have to make a purchase today. You could save that coupon tomorrow for the NFL. The choice is yours. The other thing is, just to make perfectly clear, you do not have to buy my play today or tomorrow. You can use that $25 discount coupon for any purchase from any handicap or any package here on the site. Again, the choice is totally yours. Holiday25 is this discount coupon code, and again, it's good either today for a single purchase or tomorrow. You make the call. Now, I'll talk about what I've got going today in just a moment, but first let's turn to the first bowl game in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the aptly named New Mexico Bowl, where you find BYU laying 11.5 points against UTEP. Now, UTEP got off to a fast start this season, 5 out of 6 in the bank to come out of the gates, but bunch of cream puffs and cupcakes along the way. I mean, they beat like New Mexico State, Memphis, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, not exactly the cream of the crop. They finished in a big-time tailspin, losing 5 of their last 6 games straight up, but they were playing some top-notch foes. You know, they lost to Arkansas, they lost to Tulsa. And 4 of those final 5 losses were all on the road as well. BYU, the exact opposite, guys. They started off slowly, losing 4 of their first 5 games. They finished by, 3 of their first 4 games. They finished by going 5-2 straight up, 6-1 against the spread, and their defense in the final 7 games of the season only allowed an average of 16 points a game. But in fairness, and playing devil's advocate here, I've got to tell you, they played a cupcake schedule down the stretch as well. Wyoming, UNLV, Colorado State, New Mexico. Doesn't exactly inspire fear, right? The one thing I will say, though, their freshman quarterback Heap definitely played much better down the stretch after a shaky start. In fact, he started off the season as a rotating quarterback, but when the other guy got hurt, he inherited the job full-time, and he definitely matured as the season progressed. 9 touchdowns, only 1 interception the final 4 games of the season. But here's the thing you've got to keep in mind here. BYU is an 11.5-point favorite, guys. Underdogs in college bowl games of a touchdown or more, dogs getting 7 points or more in college bowl games dating back to 2000, they're hitting at a 64% clip. 64% clip. Christ, you think we're talking about the NFL with the way the dogs are barking, right? That's long time profits there for the underdogs. And I think in this particular case, you're going to see a competitive ball game. I think this is going to be more along the lines of a 6 to 8 point game. So I think you've got to grab the points with UTEP in this particular contest. Big game for the Miners. Haven't made the College Bowl season in 4 years for BYU. They are thrilled to be anywhere but Las Vegas after getting assigned to the Las Vegas Bowl each of the past 5 years. So instead of going to Las Vegas, they go to Albuquerque. I don't know. I don't think that's a good trade if you're asking me. Anyway, go with UTEP plus the points in that one. As for me today, I've won 6 of the past 7 days. And listen, guys, today, my best bet's going to be in college basketball, just like it was last Saturday when I gave you BYU laying at 2.5 points in Salt Lake City in a crushing double-digit blowout of Arizona. The key on a Saturday in college basketball is you've got to narrow down the big card, and you've got to find that one game you can unload on. And I found that game today. It's Gonzaga and Baylor. Baylor's played a bunch of cupcakes. Gonzaga has played one hell of a tough non-conference schedule and is about a 500 team. But again, you've got to look at the strength of schedule. So which one comes into play today? Baylor has somewhat of a home court advantage because this game is being played in Dallas, not in Waco, but Gonzaga is certainly prepped for the beginning of the season with a much tougher non-conference schedule, as I said. So which way do you go? Do you lay the 7 points with Baylor? Do you grab them with Gonzaga? This play just as strong as last Saturday's winner on BYU. 6 out of 7 winning days in the bank. That's what I've got going today. Your next pick is going to be on the Humanitarian Bowl. This one, of course, played on the blue turf in Boise, Northern Illinois, taking on Fresno State. You know, Northern Illinois in this particular game, the problem here is that their head coach left them in this for this game because, you know, he got the head coaching job over at Minnesota. Not only did he leave, but he also took his offensive and defensive coordinators with him. So you've got a linebackers coach who is coaching this contest for Northern Illinois because their incoming coach is the Wisconsin defensive coordinator, and he, of course, is staying with the Badgers until the Rose Bowl. So you've got the ultimate lame duck coaching staff here for Northern Illinois. And a Northern Illinois team that you've got to wonder, what is their mindset going to be like today? Because they had won 9 straight games, going 8-1 against the spread, coming down the stretch, and then their final game, what happens against Miami of Ohio in the MAC title game? They totally choke. They're a 17.5-point favorite, and they lose the game outright on a touchdown by Miami of Ohio with the final 33 seconds to play. Fresno State, on the other hand, 4 losses this year, but 4 worthy opponents they lost to. 3 of them top 25 teams. Nevada, Boise, and Hawaii. The other loss coming in Oxford against Mississippi. Nothing to be ashamed at there for Fresno State. And unlike Northern Illinois with the flux in the coaching staff, you know, you can't have a more steady coaching tenure than Pat Hill has had in Fresno. And Hill has certainly experience playing in the blue turf of Boise. The Bulldogs went there this year and got crushed, but they've also played 3 previous times in bowls in Boise. Northern Illinois 0-3 against the spread and straight up. Their last 3 bowl appearances, losing those games by an 81-20 score. But here's the bottom line, guys. This game is Northern Illinois, maybe a 1-point favorite. I think Fresno State might be the play here. Very strong pass rush, but a very weak team against the run. And both of these teams can run the ball. Northern Illinois, better rushing defense. So instead, I think the way to go here is to take the under, 57.5. I'm going to go with the under on that one for the Humanitarian Bowl. Finally, we head over to the New Orleans Bowl, where you've got that scintillating matchup between Troy State out of the Sun Belt Conference and Ohio out of the Mid-American Conference. Now, Troy State, if you're not aware of it, led by a very talented redshirt freshman quarterback, Corey Robinson, who threw for nearly 3,400 yards this year and 24 touchdowns. This is their 3rd trip, Troy State's 3rd trip to the New Orleans Bowl in 5 years. Troy's rushing defense, not too good, 4.5 yards per carry yield to opposing backs. Ohio, a so-so ground game, a so-so quarterback in Boo Jackson. Frank Solich, 2-5 straight up and against the spread in 7 bowl outings. Ohio has dropped each of its last 4 bowl outings, going 0-2 against the spread in that stretch. You know, there was Ohio, a team that had taken care of business against Temple on the road. This team was poised to go to the Mid-American Conference Championship game, and what happened? They took on Kent State. They were a 4-point favorite, and they got blown away by the Golden Flashes, 28-6, to screw up and spoil their season. Troy State is a 3-point favorite here, yet on paper, Ohio is the better team, the better defensive team. Troy State doesn't play much defense, guys, so a weak play on Ohio to round out your free selections. Again, the others, the Humanitarian Bowl, I like Fresno State to stay under the total. And then, of course, in the first game, the New Mexico Bowl, I'm going with UTEP plus the points. And again, you know what I've got going today, 6 out of 7 winning days. And remember, that coupon discount code is HOLIDAY25 to save $25 off any single purchase you make today or tomorrow. The choice is yours. Enter that coupon code when prompted in your shopping cart, HOLIDAY25. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Sunday.